All right, so have you ever dreamed of living like a celebrity, you know, in a luxurious mansion in a prime location?
Yes.
Of course. Well, now you can, because there are several celebrity cribs for sale, of course, if you can actually afford them.
Well, here to show us who's selling and buying star-studded cribs is celebrity real estate broker Tiana Vaughn Johnson from Gold Star Properties. Well, thank you for joining us. Don't you love that name?
Yes, Tiana Vaughn Johnson.
That just sounds like a celebrity name, doesn't it? Tiana Vaughn Johnson is here.
I love that.
So tell us about these rich old folks buying these fabulous homes, Tiana Vaughn Johnson.
Yes, it is a buyer's market, so people are buying right now.
And they don't
crazy.
buy like the rest of us. Like, most of us are looking for, you know, a nice two-bedroom with heat and, you know, a nice stove. But they have their own set of peculiar and particular demands.
Absolutely. They are looking for size. They're looking for amenities. They're looking for location, which is critical. And they're also looking for the security aspect. Very critical.
Like they want security guards at their door, or they just want to feel safe?
Absolutely. A lot of the celebrities actually have guard homes on their premises now.
Wow, okay. So
Guard homes.
Homes for your guard.
Really?
Yes.
Huh. I thought they only did that in Nigeria. Well, that's good
so
to
the
know.
maid gets a home, your security gets a home, everybody gets a home.
Absolutely.
All
Absolutely.
right. Well, who are some of these people buying houses right now?
Oh, man.
Lead us through some of the lists.
Yeah, we have so many people buying homes. Tiger Woods just actually sold his property to a gentleman named golfer Bubba Watson. That was about $2.2 million.
Wow.
Michael Jordan just actually purchased a home recently, a 3-acre property, which he spent about $4.6 million on it, and another $7 million to actually build a guard home.
Oh, wait, so he bought a home for 4.8 and then built another home on the property?
Absolutely, to construct the 11-bedroom home, yes.
Wow.
Goodness. Well, what about Charlie Sheen?
Oh,
I
man.
heard he recently was looking.
Yes, he actually made his third purchase. He bought a really nice mansion. It's about $4.8 million. It's a Spanish-style villa. Amazing piece of property.
And I know it's been rumored a lot that Kanye and Kim just bought a new home together.
Yes, that is the rumor. I don't know for a fact yet, but an $11 million mansion. That's what the talk is, that they just purchased together.
$11 million.
$11 million.
For Kim and Kanye.
Yes, a beautiful property. It has an elevator in it, and of course, like true Kanye and Kim
Why would
style.
Kim Kardashian walk? Why would she do that?
6-inch heels.
No, you can't do that.
Absolutely.
Who walks anymore? That's so passe.
So they have like an 800 square foot pavilion, barbecue.
Wow.
Beautiful, beautiful property.
Okay, well, I know you're about to show us some more homes of people who are selling, but before that, tell us a little bit about what are some of the advantages of buying a celebrity home? Like, does it automatically increase in value, like 20 or 30%?
It does. On norm, it's about 30% increase. Just by saying that you live at this particular person's estate is something to say about someone that purchases a Michael Jackson estate. So automatically, just by the name alone, it's going to show that the price of the property is going to go up tremendously. Even if stuff in the neighborhood is much less, that particular property is going to be much, much more just by the name.
Do people buy it for bragging rights? What's the motivation?
Yeah, I think too, people, energy. I guess you feel like if a millionaire lived here, some of that energy is going to rub up on me. So.
Well, what about the opposite? What if a celebrity has, you know, a sort of soiled reputation?
Yeah,
do you
that
get their
happens.
home at a discount, 20 to 30% off?
Actually, you do. I know recently with
Uh-huh.
Bernie Madoff, I know there was a property that I was working down here in the financial district in New York City. A lot of people, when he was on house arrest at that particular property, people did not want to go there to look for properties. So that can kind of hinder it as well. So yes.
Well, see, I know you can get good deals if somebody dies in the property too.
Oh, no.
Nobody else wants to live there. So they're like, oh,
Yes.
somebody died
There's
there.
a property for everybody. So even if someone dies, even if there's someone that was a crook living in that property, it absolutely will sell, especially if it's in New York.
You just
Okay.
have to burn some sage and feng shui it out and
all right.
start from scratch.
Okay, so lead us through some of the people that are selling their homes, how we can get one of these mansions.
Yeah, a lot of people are selling. Actually, P. Diddy just listed his 66th floor property in the Park Imperial right here in Midtown.
Well, let's start with Notorious B.I.G. I think we have his, right?
Yes,
Okay.
actually, and
Ooh, that
he's a
place looks
part of the
gorgeous.
P. Diddy family. Notorious
Okay.
B.I.G. has a property right now listed at $725,000.
Where is that?
Really?
It's in Clinton Hills in Brooklyn.
You are kidding. Not on St. James.
Yeah, I believe so, yes.
I used to live on that block. Yes.
Buy the house?
I can't afford to buy that house. And that's not how much houses were going for when I used to live there.
Absolutely. It actually doubled since 2004 when it was first sold.
Wow, okay.
All
What about
right, Biggie.
Kanye? I know he's
Yes,
selling some
he
big
actually
money.
just listed his Hollywood Hills home for $3.3 million. I don't know if it was sold yet, but it is listed. He had it listed about 3 years ago, and now he lowered the price, so hopefully it sells.
Well, I can imagine why it's taking so long for some of these houses to sell, because they cost too much money.
Yeah.
Okay, and Katy Perry.
Katy Perry, yes. She also has a Hills in Hollywood Hills, much more expensive though. Her property is listed at about somewhere around $5 to $6 million. So we don't know if that's going to sell just yet, but it is still on the market.
And Steve Madden,
Yes,
the
Steve
shoe
Madden.
designer.
Yes, the shoe designer. He actually has a property up on the market for sale for $9 million. It's right here in New York City on the Upper East Side.
And I know how we got all that money from me.
Absolutely, and me too.
Me too, right?
Absolutely.
You were mentioning P. Diddy's earlier. How much is his
Yes,
going
I'm sorry.
for?
Yes, P. Diddy has a property for about $6 million in New York City as well.
Wow.
Goodness. Now, talk to us about why we're so obsessed with where celebrities live, from Lifestyles of the Rich and Famous to MTV Cribs. Why do we care so much?
We love what celebrities are doing. We love what they're driving. We love what they're eating. We want to emulate what they do, and people are just obsessed by it.
So if we know these celebrity homes are going for a lot, but if we can't afford a celebrity home, what are the biggest cities or the hottest cities right now that are good to buy in?
Well, right now, I mean, New York is always going to be a hot place. LA is always going to be a hot place. But there's places like Chicago that actually has some really good deals. If you're an investor, even if you're a new investor, places like, oh man,
I heard Detroit.
Detroit is a great place. I mean, there's so many places right now that you can get great investment deals, even in Las Vegas. Great
Really?
deals.
Now, Las Vegas is because they have a lot of foreclosed homes,
Absolutely.
right?
So you can go in and buy a distressed property, flip it, and you're pretty much doubling your money.
Now, why Chicago, though? Why is Chicago being so big right now?
Chicago is just huge. The same thing. They have a lot of properties. Unfortunately, people are losing their homes. So it's a sad situation, but it's great for an investor.
Okay.
Now, if you had to give people one tip about buying a home, what would it be?
Ooh, I would say people should probably invest first. I think a lot of times people think they should buy their first home to live in first, but most times people are not going to stay at their first home for 30 years or, until that mortgage is paid off. So I would say invest first, kind of figure out where you want to live before you actually make that purchase, build your real estate portfolio first, and then purchase your dream home.
Well, I'm looking for a dream home now. How much below the asking price should I? Because, I'm like, I don't want to pay full price. So, I don't want to insult them either. I'm like,
Right.
I'll take it at $100,000 less than you offered it.
Right.
How low should you go with your first
Well, I
asking
would say,
price?
How low can you go?
Right.
Right. Depending on the location, you definitely want to start off maybe $20,000 less than the asking price and just kind of filter it out. If it's a new property that's just listed, you don't want to go too low because that means there are a lot of people that may bid for it and you don't want to lose out because you are trying to lowball the seller.
Because they could always counter offer, though, right?
They can, but if they have someone else that's offering them asking because it's such a hot property, then you might lose it. So you don't want to come in too low, but you definitely want to come in a little under.
Okay.
That's true. Now, what advice would you give a seller in this market?
A seller, I would say, work with a boutique firm, like my firm. Go stop right.
All right. plug.
But I would say work with a boutique firm because usually boutique agents are a little bit more aggressive and hungry. They are really more focused on working with that landlord. Usually a lot of times people think going with bigger. Bigger is not always better. So I would say get with a boutique firm that has agents that are really, really hungry about selling that property.
How long should you expect this house buying process to take these days?
It shouldn't take too long. Right now things are moving very, very quickly. Even though it is harder to get a mortgage these days, I would say maybe
Is that because
three
of the
months.
interest rate? and all?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely.
All right, before we go, we can't let you leave without telling us about all the activities surrounding your life as a broker and the possibility of a new reality show.
Absolutely. We are in development with the Style Network to produce a new show similar to that of $1 Million Listing or Sell in New York, but it's our way
Our
of
way. We
showing
like
New York
that.
how we sell here in New York City. It's
Okay.
going to be amazing.
So any talks of how soon we can expect it?
Look out for us in the fall.
In the fall?
Yes.
Any celebrities you can tell us?
I can't tell you just yet.
Can you give us some
Always
initials?
celebrities with Tiana.
Let's say AK. I'll leave it at that.
Okay.
Oh, I know.
Uh-oh.
Does she sing?
We've got to wait. We got to
I'm
wait.
not going to say anymore.
that one?
I'm not saying anything.
Okay, we'll have to look out for the show on the
All
Style
right.
Network in the fall. Thank
Yes,
you, Tiana
absolutely.
Von
Thank
Johnson.
you so much for having me.
Thank you so
Thank
much
you.
for being here,
Thank
Tiana
you so
Von
much.
Johnson. I love that name.
And what
Thank you.
celebrity home would you like to buy? I want to know this, right? So if you have one that you are interested in or just you would love to live in their house, tweet us at Arise TV 360 and let us know.